สวัสดีครับยินดีต้อนรับเข้าสู่โฮงไกซาเรนครับกับพาร์ทนี้ครับปาปิรุสจงแถลงสิ่งที่ผู้ดูหมิ่นเทพคิดอันนี้เราจะต้องไปตรวจสอบร่างของสัตว์ประหลาดนะครับตัวนี้เป็นเฮอร์ต้าครับตอนนี้ผมได้แล้วครับหลังจากที่ก่อนหน้าที่จะหายไปยังไม่ได้เฮอร์ต้าพอตู้เฮอร์ต้ามาก็เลยกดมาครับโอเคไปกันเลยไม่แน่ใจว่าพาร์ทนี้จะได้กี่คลิปนะฮะไปตรงไหนเนี่ยเอาข้ามได้เลยน่าจะเคยมาแล้วถ้าเคยมาแล้วมูฟได้หรือเปล่าออกไม่ได้ไม่ทราบใต้ร่างมันเท่าอะไรมนต์ตำราเหรออะไรก็ไม่รู้ครับไม่อ่านไปต่ออ้าวเจอแคทาลิสถึงแม้ไม่มีเจตนาจะดูถูกเธอแต่ให้ช่วยสักหน่อยดีกว่า
Really now? This is... or you could sit back and watch.
เอ้า
I'm kidding, Danny. Lend me a hand, pretty please.
โอเคช่วยหน่อยเจอท่านเธอต้าหน่อยเป็นไร
Time to cleanse the field. Expand your thinking. It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay it's okay
Doors echo. Everything in this world is bleeding. Endless riddle. Nothing but a boy.
โอ้ง่ายดาย
The black tide is remarkably quick to detect the... Anyway, never mind that for now. Here.
อะไรเนี่ยคำวิพากษ์นักวิชาการแต่ไม่อ่านเหมือนเดิมครับยาวไป
This is new. I didn't know Professor Anaxa was researching this guy. He's... might is an understatement. Anaxa has
ไม่เคยเคาร
never
พเท
been
พ
one
เลย
to venerate the gods. Nor has he ever found it within himself to put any faith in the prophecy. Yet, it is also this very blasphemer that Cersei favors.
ก็ใช่
Fate sure
ไม่เชื่อ
works
เรื่อง
in
เทพแต่
mysterious
เซอร์เซส
ways.
กับเรื่อง
Oh, let me have a look.
เนี่ยสินนำมันทึกทั้งสองมารวมเข้าด้วยกัน
By the looks of them, these scrolls are...
ถามมาเลย
Go ahead.
ไม่ถามถามแล้วนี่
Anaxa often says that every failure brings us one step closer to the truth. Perhaps, to him, the crash of the sky ship carries a different interpretation. The firmament is not impenetrable. It's a shame that the majority of the Grove's research on Aquila was headed by the Venerationists, with sacrificial rituals making up a predominant part of their findings. Discourse about more esoteric...
ฉันสงสัยเรื่องหนึ่งมาก
That's what I'd like to know. What are these I have a bad feeling about
งาน
this.
วิจัยอะไร
Could there be more to what happened at the Grove?
อะไร
This is the Library of
ที่
Philia,
กำลังสื่อ
a place other than books written by the 7 schools. You can also find
ไหนอะหนังสือ
philosophical texts, ballads, and religious writings from the Outlands. We've had more than our fair share of hilarious episodes over the years. For instance, it's said that the Erythrog... Nice. No need to hold yourself back, Danny. You can just tell it like it is.
ต้น
Whew. You've got me there. Some said you couldn't even find a dictionary in Castro. There are too many books in the Library of Philia. Flipping through them all will take too long.
วิ่งเร็ววิ่งเร็ว
Ugh, it's so dusty in here. I can already see what they must have written. Anaxa has no respect for the... Why else would they call him the great performer? When Anaxa established his school... Are the Titans truly an accurate reflection of what humans think gods should be? Worlds create... They marched him straight to the seat of judgment before he could finish. Though what he took on in the end was more of a debate than an actual trial. He had to address... The first allegation was... Do you agree that's...
จะให้ฉันตอบในจุดจึงสามเห็นด้วยดิ
Anaxa would have probably been spared a lot of trouble if he had answered this way. Instead, he quoted Pat. Needless to say, his critics didn't take kindly to his answer. You claim to be studying souls, yet you are, in fact, Anaxa always wears an eye patch, never removing it, even when alone. Some say he used one of his eyes as an alchemical ingredient.
อันนี้ในพาร์ทของอเน็กซาก็เล่าอยู่ว่าใช้ดวงตา
Every being in the world owes their
เจอแม่
safekeeping
หรื
to
อเจอ
Kifili,
อย่าง
and this is even more so for the Chrysos heirs who have divine blood coursing through them. Thankfully, they had no way to prove it. One by one, Anaxa engaged in wars of words against those who would challenge him. Toward the end, it was only after a brief silence that he answered, I have...
ใช้ท่านไม่ได้
Yes.
แค่อะไร
I'm not sure how that controversy was eventually resolved, but by the way, this stack of complaint letters has reminded me of a place in the grove. I'm talking about Anaxa's alchemy lab. It's a well-kept secret. Among the 7 sages, even the administrators of the Library of Philia are restricted from acting with the grove in this state. I'm sure Anaxa won't be mad even if we sneak.
ขโมย จับไอ้ตัวนี้กัน เห็นแมลงพอดี พอเห็นแมลงแล้วต้องจับ โก วิ่งเยอะมาก
This is the place, but what materials for alchemical experiments? No, not even close. Not only are alchemy experiments high-risk activities, huh? That bookshelf over there seems
อะไรอ่ะไปจับแมลงก่อนอันนี้ทั้งที่แบบช่วยซ่อมแล้วไม่ค่อยได้อะไร
what's going on? Anaxa is conducting
อาจจะแต่ไม่ค่อยมีเวลา
Danny, look at this.
แดนนี่
I have a bad... My biggest fear. It's come true. After Anaxa was carrying out experiments on soul transmutation.
ก็เลยใช้ดวงตา
This
ตัวเอง
is what he was secretly conducting
อาฟอง
research
เซ่
on. Something he had to keep hidden from others. Compared to his...
เข้าใจละ
Oh, do you remember when the black tide was approaching? The Grove had planned to send Cersei's core flame to a safe place. That's right. But what if Professor Anax's fusion... Put yourself in his shoes, knowing that the black tide was closing in.
รายละเอียดมันเยอะดีเนาะแต่แบบมันเยอะซะจนแบบบางทีขี้เกียจอ่านนะ
Exactly. When the black tide came, the true reason Anaxa headed to the luminary throne was... No. Judging from how he reacted after the event, the results came as a surprise. The manuscripts detailing all the alchemical formulae have been taken away. Like, what? There's only one...
ใคร
No.
ตัวไหน
He's after Kefali.
เขามีเป้าหมาย
Sir,
คือไททั
the
นแบบตัว
sky
ตา
above
นี่
us. It's
Of course not. This is just an image from a projection device used for... The day-night cycle has been lost to this world. So that students like you may still learn about the night sky, much like how the sky above the holy city is also
so. The skies of Akama are
You mustn't conclude that, Anaxa. You should know that only a child would expose a trick and be proud of it. Often people know more than they let on.
Then they're just deluding themselves. People believe in Kefali's tale of Genesis, accepting wholesale whatever the... We have already realized that we live in a world where titans make the rules. Even when we look at the sky, where...
So much time has passed since you sowed the seeds of doubt in my heart, child.
Why? Because we'll face death by burning if word gets out?
As a sage of the Venerationists, my soul has already become inextricably linked, but above all else, my days are numbered. Instinctively, I have my doubts about the golden blood, and...
But I can, sir. I can do it for us. The time is right. Give me all that I need.
You're right. I shall do just that. Go. Establish your own school. Find out what we are. Become the one who conquers the ultimate truths
เป็น
of the
คำสอน
world.
ที่ดีนะของอาจารย์
Child of humanity, you didn't go to such lengths for an audience with Kefali.
So, if I were as foolish as Adromus, perhaps I'd throw myself down and prostrate.
Before such power, does it make any difference?
I'm sure you're familiar with the story of the Styxians. When the raging waves threatened to swallow them, They call me a blasphemer, Xerxes. But that doesn't mean I deny the existence of God. As I see it, Titans are...
Oh? If power that rivals the Titans is what you crave, why not
Why stop at harnessing the power? The source of life is what I wish to grasp. To understand what makes up the soul. Thanks to you, I've had the chance to personally verify. In more ways than one. How then is a soul born? That was the only...
And by the sound of it, you have already formed a
No. I have already drawn a conclusion.
Professor Anaxa, I'm here. Her life hangs by a thread.
Of course. I'll bring this to a conclusive end. And however, in accordance with the principle of equivalent.
อะไรหรอ
As you wish.
Don't you care to know what the price might be?
It's a matter of uncovering the truth about the Death Titan. This may be the only time I can ever save someone's life.
ฉันไม่มีเหตุผลที่จะต้อง
There is no need for me to think twice.
I see. In that case...
Indulge me. Am I correct to say that you intend to prove Thanatos' web?
Before I begin, I must confess I had been stuck. As unrelated as these two propositions may seem at first glance, they are... The reason I say this is as I've mentioned earlier.
Anaxa, you are in the Netherrealm?
Yes, I am but a living dead man now. But that's not important. That's not all. Remember how I said you were a part of that conversation?
And I've told you that I have no recollection of such an event. That was likely...
Of course, because that wasn't you. That was Calypso.
ไคโซ
One of the seven...
Calypso?
Oh, that's the name I made up on a whim when speaking to this girl. And surely you jest. Don't you think I, of all people, would know if that were the name of one of the seven sages under the shade of my tree? Don't you claim to know the grove?
It seems you've lost even the memories seared into your soul. Use your head, Xerxes. Since all of this took place in the realm of the dead, it stands the living cannot step foot into that world. So who could they be? Think about Calypso. The answer is evident, is it not? Those fallen heroes are the mortal incarnations of the Titans before their ascensions to godhood. The gods aren't master creators born out of... Does this answer disappoint you?
Yes, because you've answered nothing. If I truly was...
Even on the off chance that you speak the truth, this brings us no closer to grasping Thanatos' whereabouts.
I knew
ไม่ใช่
you
แอ
would
ด
say
ลึ
that.
กมันปรัชญามากเลย
But it matters not. I know what I'm doing.
You can revive a Titan?
Humans cannot return from the dead. Neither can gods. But all we need to do is look at this from a different perspective. If I'm reborn as Kefali, I can rebuild the world and all within it as they once did.
สร้างโลกใหม่ไม่ใช่จะหลอกตัวเองเข้ากับไททันแบกโลกาหรอ
I have news from Hyacinth and Danheng.
Kefali? But what could Anaxa want?
That is not possible. He is indeed the great performer, capable of fooling... No need for guilt, for this is good news to us. The Council of Elders has found themselves at what we should be doing now is to keep our eyes peeled for whichever being Akima's political center. The Demigod Council holds just until then. It's best to get used to it.
ไปนะครับกริยา
Preposterous! The Christos heirs only have their standing!
It's been a while. What is that supposed to mean? Is this really the sort of person that the young...
It has indeed been some time, Lord Krateros.
Shh! Keep it down. Be more vigilant. See those duplicitous dogs over there? I've already ordered my people to hold them back. but we should still...
My bad.
Did you hear thunderclaps last night? Thunderclaps are beacon signals of strife. They are a message from the young lord. He threw a spear bearing several...
Watch out. The Flame Reaver is back.
โดนคืนชีพตลอด
I guessed as much. We didn't actually kill them back at the Kremnos arena.
I figured this is something you would want to know. We Kremnoans never...
You have my gratitude.
Remind her to be on her toes while you're at it. That vicious kindness has been unusually active. Those lackeys she keeps undercover have been going in and out of the city a lot more frequently these days.
คนทำงานในเงา
That's her.
Looks like you can see it for yourself.
We should get back. Thank you.
เฮ้ยโอเคครับจบไปครับอีกหนึ่งพาร์ทใช้เวลาไปประมาณ20 นาทีนะฮะเดี๋ยวคลิปหน้าเราจะมาสู่พาร์ทต่อไปนะครับการถกเถียงจงห้ามหันแทนพรมหอกนะเรื่องราวจะเป็นยังไงเดี๋ยวมาติดตามกันต่อในคลิปหน้าครับสำหรับคลิปนี้ขอบคุณทุกคนที่เข้ามารับชมรับฟังครับเจอกันครับสวัสดีครับ